most folks, a backyard garden is not a place to start a business. But for Olivia Moore, it made perfect sense.
Olivia, from a very young age, has loved being outdoors and being involved. And when we had a small family garden, she was down here in that garden. So as she got ready to enter her freshman year in agriculture, she just saw that as a natural fit.
Olivia used her gardening experience and created her first product, weekly vegetable boxes. These boxes included a convenient recipe card, which suggested meals based on what's inside. Now that she had a product, she needed to find customers.
My main customer base to start with was just family members and people that my parents worked with because I hadn't developed a real strong customer base. But once I really started advertising my products through social media, that's when my customer base really started to take off.
As her customer base grew, so did her need to grow her business. Olivia named her business More Goodness, to both honor her family name and serve as a mission to bring goodness to her community.
More Goodness really came about my freshman year when I started with my time in FFA and I started to develop my SAE, and I started applying for different grant applications because I knew that I wanted to get some different equipment to really start expanding the garden operation.
Olivia's persistence paid off, when she was awarded a grant that changed everything.
The Shark Tank grant that Kentucky FFA did was definitely the pivotal point because that's what allowed me to expand my operation the most, and that's why I have a greenhouse today. So just being able to apply for those different grant opportunities not only helped to give me the money to fund my project, but it also really made me dive in and develop my project and the business plan that I wanted to build off of. I grew my customer base from just a few family members to nearly 500 members of my local community.
Olivia has also grown her product line, enabling her to utilize all of her resources throughout the year.
So using the garden, I developed 10 and 5-pound produce boxes, which I then sell to the community members. And that's just a variety of fresh vegetables out of the garden. And then in the fall seasons, I transition and do mum crops. For the spring, I now have a greenhouse which got constructed in early 2020. So this has been my second season using it this year.
She started with this business, with that family garden, took that idea and really morphed it into her own through the greenhouse, through the mums, through those vegetable boxes. She's really created the perfect supervised agricultural experience.
This project has had its fair share of challenges, as any small business owner I'm sure would say. Personally, the biggest challenge has been persevering even through the difficult times. I remember specifically when building the greenhouse, there were times when it felt nearly impossible because things seemed like they were going wrong, or I didn't feel like I had all the right funds or the knowledge base to pull everything together. But at the end of the day, I have seen that just by pushing through and knowing that there is a reward on the other side of getting through those struggles, that it really does pay off.
And for Olivia, one of the payoffs was being named Kentucky State Star in Agribusiness in this year's statewide competition.
When her name was announced, I was just overjoyed because it was so great to see. You know, she's the first star that Western Hills has ever had.
I was just so happy for her. It was something that caught her completely off guard.
It was the best kind of shock that there could have been. I really felt like in that moment, everything that I had done over the past 4 years had really paid off, and I could go out and show that anyone really can take hold of something as small as a family garden and turn it into something as big as the operation that I have today.
Congratulations, Olivia Moore, 2021 State Star winner in Agribusiness. You've earned it.